Hey, what's up gentlemen? Chris McCarthy here, and this is the Earn It Battleground. In today's video, I'm going to reveal how I got shredded at the current age of 49. So this is a workout that I came up with a few months ago. I kind of noticed as I was gaining into my 40s and getting closer and closer to 50, it was getting more and more difficult not only to maintain muscle mass, but also to remain lean. Now, I also had to get my diet and my nutrition in check, but I found that this one workout, after doing it just for 3 weeks, I was able to actually lose 7 pounds and get shredded at the current age of 49. So I want to share this workout with you today. It's a 30-minute workout, and basically we have a few movements that we're going to go into. One of them includes a jump rope, and then we have some body weight and dumbbell exercises, and we're just going to repeat that set of movements for a total of 30 minutes. Now the goal on this workout is to complete one round every 2.5 minutes, so you're going to end up doing about 12 rounds. All right guys, so this workout, you're going to set a clock for 30 minutes. It's going to start off with 1 minute of jump rope. Now on the jump rope, I have a few tips and tricks and techniques to show you. It's not very as difficult as you think it might be, so we just want to maintain proper form on here. So first off, keeping those feet together, and it's not even a jumping movement. A lot of guys, a lot of people out there, they tend to make it more difficult than it needs to be by bringing their knees up really high, or they're kicking their feet back, or they're piking their feet forward, and they're expending a lot of energy just jumping up and down. But it's really not even jumping rope. I like to call it bounding rope, and you're just bounding up and down on the balls of your feet. This is all it is, just a couple inches off the ground, just enough to go ahead and clear that rope. So very relaxed. Once you start spinning that rope, you want to make sure that your elbows are in close to your sides, chest is up, shoulders are down and relaxed. My hands are slightly in front of my hips, and I'm rotating that rope just with my wrists. So a couple things there. I had mentioned having your elbows in close to your sides. Now what happens if your hands start to trail out, what happens, you'll notice that jump rope starts to come off the ground. So essentially what you're doing is you're shortening up the length of that rope. So as it comes around your head, if your hands are trailing out, it's going to trip up over your toes. Another thing, as I mentioned, is having your hands slightly in front of your hips. So while you're looking off kind of into the horizon here, you always want to make sure that in your peripheral vision, you can see the handles of that jump rope. If you start to see them go back, once again, as that rope comes over, if your hands are going back, that rope's going to be shorter because it's being pulled back. It's going to hit your toes and you're going to trip on that. Also, make sure you're just rotating that rope just with your wrists. So it's just a little flick of the wrist. It's not a lot of movement at the elbow or at the shoulder, so keep those elbows in and rotate it just with your wrists. So you're going to go ahead and do 1 minute of jump rope. Now that could be your basic 2-foot jump that I've done right here, or if you want to intensify it, you can go into a run in place movement, or you can go ahead and do a boxer step. Or if you really want to intensify the workout, you can go ahead and do double unders. So you go ahead and you do 1 minute of jump rope. After that, we're going to go into work some core, and we're going to do 10 decline sit-ups. So I've got my bench set up here at a decline position. I've got this whole thing that we can, lock your legs in right here. If you don't have a decline, you can just go ahead and do regular sit-ups, but I prefer the decline because it's got a longer range of motion obviously on it. So from here, you're gonna lock yourself in, and I like to just kind of have my hands right up here around the sides of my head, not necessarily behind my head and cranking on my neck. So I come all the way back, engaging that core, and then all the way up. So all the way down, touch those shoulders, come all the way up to full extension at the top. So I'll do 10 of these. What I also like to do is I like to alternate the rounds. So the first round, I'm just gonna do straight on sit-ups like this. Then the next round, so like the odds and the even rounds, I'm gonna twist. So on the second round, I'm gonna twist and really work the obliques. So I like to alternate rounds on that. I found it works out really, really well for me to work those obliques and the actual center part of your abs. After you've completed your 10 decline sit-ups, we're gonna go into 10 dumbbell snatches. So you're gonna need a single dumbbell for this. Grab one dumbbell here, we're gonna set it down on the ground between our legs. Our feet should be a little bit wider than hip width apart here. Toes are pointed out slightly, chest up, shoulders back. We're gonna come down, knees are gonna track out over those toes, sit back in that squat. You're gonna press through the floor, knees are gonna come back, open up those hips. Dumbbell starts to come off the ground here, but we're not pulling yet. Once we get to full extension, up on our toes, shrug that shoulder, and also make sure the dumbbell's not swinging out. This isn't a kettlebell swing. Keep it close to your body. You're gonna pull, snatch it up overhead, then get underneath it, stand it fully upright, and then we're gonna switch off to the left side. So once again, chest up, shoulders back, knees tracking out over those toes, butt down below knee level. Go ahead, grab that dumbbell, chest is up, press through the floor, knees come back, open up those hips, snatch it up, and snatch it all the way up overhead. Then bring it down, switch off to the left side. Once again, press through the floor, snatch it up. Now you notice I'm coming all the way down, and then switching on the ground. Now, once you get really proficient at those, you can do what I just did and end up switching mid-air. So it looks like this. So you snatch it up, and you can really cycle through those 10 dumbbell snatches very, very quickly when you do it this way. After you've completed those 10 dumbbell snatches, now we're gonna go ahead and move into 10 mountain climber push-ups. So this is gonna work the chest, it's gonna work the core, gonna work the abs. So I like to do these on dumbbells. Puts your hands in a little bit of a better position and you're able to go a little bit deeper in that push-up. So make sure they're about shoulder width apart here. And shoulders, elbows, wrists are all in a line. We don't want to be behind them or up over the top. We're going to go ahead and get in this plank position. Now from this plank position, we want to make sure we're not, sagging down or piking up. Now from here, we're going to go into a push-up. And as we come out of that push-up, I'm going to bring my left knee to my left elbow, then push up, then right knee to right elbow. So down, press, so we're working the core, we're working the abs, we're working the obliques, and we're working our chest on those. And you're gonna do 10 of those dumbbell mountain climber push-ups. Then the final movement in this round is just simple 10 body weight squats. So you wanna have your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, toes are pointed out slightly, chest is up, knees are bending, making sure they're tracking out over those toes, not caving in. You're gonna sit back, weight should be back in your heels at this point, so you're not bending down like this. We wanna sit back, so fully upright, chest is up, knees come back, open up those hips to the top. All the way down, all the way up. 10 of these body weight squats, making sure weight is in your heels, sitting all the way back in that squat. All right guys, that completes one round of this workout. Now the goal is to try to get that done in 2.5 minutes so you can complete 12 rounds of this workout, but this is the workout that I did when I started to notice I was putting on a little bit of extra weight, a little bit of fluff in my midsection as I was progressing into my late 40s, and now at the age of 49, I did this workout every single afternoon, in addition to obviously diet, nutrition, and my morning strength training workout, but I did this quick little 30-minute workout in the afternoon, and after 3 weeks, I ended up losing about 7 pounds, and I'm continuing to do it now for about 3 to 4 times a week in the afternoon. Hope this works for you. It should. Now also make sure you check out earnit247.com for more fitness programs, training tips just like this one. Now get out there today guys, and let's earn it.